In the quiet town of Milton Keynes, a secret war effort was underway at Bletchley Park. This is where British cryptologists faced an insurmountable challenge, breaking the German Enigma code. The Nazis believed this code to be unbreakable, yet everything depended on cracking it. The Enigma machine, used by the Germans to encode their messages, was a complex device with an enormous number of possible combinations. In fact, it had more potential settings than there are atoms in the known universe. With each message sent, a new cipher was created, making it nearly impossible to decode without the specific settings for that particular transmission. But amidst this chaos of codes, one man stood out: Alan Turing, a brilliant mathematician and codebreaker who would later become known as the father of modern computing. Turing and his team of cryptologists worked tirelessly at Bletchley Park, trying to decipher the seemingly uncrackable Enigma code. Their efforts would ultimately change the course of the war, but at this moment in history, they faced a daunting task: cracking the code that could decide Europe's fate. Among those who would be impacted by their work was an ordinary resident of Milton Keynes. This person, whose life would be forever altered by the extraordinary events unfolding at Bletchley Park, was about to witness history in the making. As the war effort intensified, this person would find themselves drawn into a world of secrets and codes that would redefine their understanding of the world. Before we begin, a small request. Most of the people listening tonight aren't subscribed. If this channel has ever helped you drift off, take a moment to subscribe. It's free. It helps this channel more than you'd think, and you can always change your mind later. And if you feel like it, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I love reading them. One more thing before we begin. I'm also a co-founder of a sleep app, built to be the most affordable one out there. No ads, ever. Just sounds and stories made to help you sleep. It may not be released yet as this video goes up, but if you're watching a little later, it might be out by now. Just search for it, it should be easy to find. It works on iPhone, Android, and everything in between. Downloading it is the best way to support this channel. In 1939, the very first hut at Bletchley Park was completed and put into operation. This was Hut 1, designed to serve as a radio intercept station. The mansion at Bletchley Park had been constructed way back in 1720, offering ample space for the growing needs of Britain's intelligence efforts. The interceptors at Hut 1 worked tirelessly to capture signals and messages, a crucial task in the early days of the war. But as the war progressed, it became increasingly clear that deciphering these signals was just as vital as intercepting them. This shift in focus from mere interception to sophisticated codebreaking marked a pivotal transition for Bletchley Park. It was here that Alan Turing, along with other brilliant minds, would begin their groundbreaking work on the Enigma code. This transformation from a radio intercept station to a powerful hub of cryptographic intelligence would be the foundation for Bletchley Park's legendary status in World War II history. The Codebreakers arrived at Bletchley Park, a place that would become synonymous with turning the tide of World War II. Among them was Alan Turing, a brilliant mathematician whose pioneering work on computational machines would one day revolutionize the world. Turing was not alone in this monumental task. Joining him were skilled cryptologists like Dilly Knox and Peter Twin. Knox, a linguist with an exceptional talent for deciphering codes, had already made significant contributions during World War I. Twin, on the other hand, was a polymath with a keen eye for patterns and anomalies within encrypted messages. Together, they would form a formidable team, each bringing unique skills to the challenge of breaking the Enigma code. The German Enigma machine was believed to be uncrackable, with its rotors and wiring creating billions of possible combinations. But Turing's theoretical approach and the practical insights of Knox and Twin would prove to be a powerful combination. In the quietude of Bletchley Park's Hut 6, they began their relentless pursuit of the Enigma's secrets. Their breakthrough would come when Turing proposed using a machine called the Bombe, which could systematically test possible Enigma settings. With this innovative tool and their collective brilliance, they finally began to crack the seemingly impregnable code. This crucial moment marked the beginning of Bletchley Park's legendary status in the annals of World War II intelligence operations. Alan Turing, a brilliant mathematician and computer scientist, led the charge in this monumental task. His team of dedicated codebreakers faced an insurmountable challenge, deciphering messages encrypted using the complex Enigma machine. The Enigma machine was designed to scramble letters in an intricate dance of cogs and wires, making the messages nearly impossible to decipher without the correct settings. Turing and his team approached this puzzle with a combination of logical deduction and brute force. They developed machines called bombes, which could test thousands of possible settings for the Enigma machines each day. These bombes were mechanical precursors to modern computers, designed to mimic the internal workings of the Enigma machine and systematically test combinations of settings. By analyzing intercepted messages for patterns and weaknesses in the German coding practices, Turing's team could narrow down the possibilities. One critical breakthrough came from studying a quirk in German operators' habits. They often started their messages with common phrases or weather reports. These repetitive patterns provided crucial entry points for the codebreakers to begin their decryption process. As they continued to refine their methods and machines, Turing's team made significant headway in cracking the Enigma code. Their success was a pivotal moment in the war effort, allowing the Allies to intercept and decode crucial German communications through what became known as ultra-intelligence. This breakthrough gave the Allies a decisive edge, enabling them to anticipate German strategies and make informed decisions that would shape the course of the war. Ultra-intelligence was a top-secret program operated from Bletchley Park, designed to intercept and decode German signals. The effort involved the coordination of multiple intelligence agencies and military units across Europe. The impact of ultra-intelligence was immense. It allowed the Allies to stay one step ahead in crucial battles and ultimately turn the tide of the war. The decrypted messages revealed German troop movements, supply routes, and strategic plans. Thanks to ultra-intelligence, the Allies could anticipate German attacks and plan their counter-moves accordingly. This edge was crucial in winning key battles and ultimately securing victory in World War II. The decrypted messages were kept highly confidential, known only to a select few. This secrecy ensured that German forces remained unaware of the Allies' knowledge, preserving the element of surprise. As the war progressed, ultra-intelligence continued to provide vital information, allowing the Allies to stay one step ahead in their strategic planning and execution. This continuous advantage was crucial in the final push toward victory. The impact of ultra-intelligence cannot be overstated. It played a significant role in the Allies' ability to outmaneuver and ultimately defeat the Axis powers, securing peace and liberation for millions. The lessons learned from Bletchley Park's success with ultra-intelligence continue to influence modern cryptographic practices and the importance of intercepting enemy communications in strategic warfare. The site became operational in August 1938, making it one of the earliest code-breaking facilities in the UK. By the height of the war, its workforce swelled to around 10,000 people, operating around the clock. The codebreakers were aided by the Colossus machines, revolutionary early computers that could process vast amounts of data at incredible speeds. Bletchley Park's work was crucial to the success of Operation Mincemeat and other strategic operations that helped turn the tide of the war. The sheer scale of the operation at Bletchley Park was immense, involving numerous intelligence agencies and military units across Europe. Yet, despite its size and importance, maintaining secrecy about the activities at Bletchley Park was paramount. For the security of the Allies, this secret city had to remain just that, a secret. The Colossus, with its innovative design, exemplifies the advanced technology and expertise applied at Bletchley Park to tackle diverse coding challenges. It's a testament to the comprehensive approach taken in deciphering enemy communications. Visitors can explore the intricate processes involved in cracking these complex codes, which went far beyond the Enigma machine. The site was a nexus of innovation and strategic analysis during the war. Beyond just breaking codes, Bletchley Park contributed to major deception operations like Operation Mincemeat, which successfully misled German intelligence. The site's work was instrumental in shaping the course of the war and safeguarding Allied strategies. The Codebreakers exhibition is a window into this rich history, illustrating not just the technological prowess, but also the human ingenuity and dedication of those who worked there. It's more than a museum, it's a tribute to their service. With every new discovery, the story deepens, revealing the remarkable breadth of the endeavours undertaken at Bletchley Park. It's a journey through innovation, strategy, and the unwavering pursuit of understanding that shaped history. As you walk through the estate, the sense of history is palpable. The park now serves as a museum dedicated to preserving the legacy of codebreaking and its crucial role in World War II. The mansion itself is a living history book, filled with artifacts and stories that bring to life the tireless work of Alan Turing and his team. But Bletchley Park is not just about the past. It's a vibrant hub where visitors can engage with interactive exhibits that offer insights into the world of codebreaking. These efforts to preserve and share the story of Bletchley Park are vital in ensuring that the heroic efforts of its codebreakers are never forgotten. As you explore the estate, it's clear that Bletchley Park today is much more than just a historical site. It's a living memorial to the brilliant minds who once walked its halls. It's not just the hallowed halls and quiet corners of Bletchley Park that whisper stories of triumph and sacrifice. The unsung heroes who walked these paths were part of a collective effort so crucial to the war's outcome that historians often refer to them as the men and women who saved Britain. Among these unsung heroes was Alan Turing, a brilliant mathematician and cryptologist who played a pivotal role in cracking seemingly unbreakable German codes. By the time World War II broke out, Germany was using a machine called Enigma for secure communication among its military forces. This device could encrypt and decrypt messages in over 3 million different ways, a complexity that made it nearly impossible for anyone to decode without the exact settings. But the codebreakers at Bletchley Park were undaunted by this challenge. Led by Turing, they developed a machine called the Bombe to automate the decoding process, dramatically reducing the time needed to break Enigma codes. Their tireless work and innovation turned the tide of war, providing crucial intelligence that helped the Allies win pivotal battles. Without their sacrifices and dedication, history might have unfolded very differently. But how did the Allies manage to outwit the Germans, even with their seemingly unbreakable codes? The answer lies in Bletchley Park's collaboration with MI5 through a sophisticated system known as the double-cross system. The double-cross system involved using double-agent spies who were actually working for the Allies but appeared loyal to the Germans. MI5 would carefully control these agents and feed them misleading information. One of the most notable double agents was Juan Pujol Garcia, codenamed Agent Garbo. He fed the Germans a steady stream of false intelligence, which Bletchley Park's codebreakers could intercept and decode. The German intelligence, confident in the authenticity of the information provided by Agent Garbo and others, was led astray, believing false reports about Allied military movements and strategies. Bletchley Park played a crucial role in deciphering these German messages and confirming the deception. This integration of codebreaking with broader intelligence operations proved to be a formidable weapon. One key example is Operation Mincemeat, where Bletchley Park's insights into German decoding capabilities allowed the Allies to create a convincing deception plan. By understanding what the Germans could and couldn't decode, the Allies could craft messages that would mislead German intelligence without arousing suspicion. The double-cross system showcases how codebreaking was not just about reading enemy messages, but also about actively deceiving the enemy. This synergy between Bletchley Park's codebreakers and MI5's double agents demonstrated a level of strategic thinking that was as crucial to the war effort as any battle. By integrating Bletchley Park's codebreaking capabilities with MI5's double-cross system, the Allies were able to stay one step ahead of their adversaries and significantly influence the course of World War II. Beyond cracking codes, Bletchley Park's work also played a pivotal role in major Allied deception operations, notably Operation Fortitude. Lieutenant Colonel John Bevan was the mastermind behind Operation Fortitude, devised to deceive German intelligence and prepare for the D-Day invasion. Bevan's plan involved creating a fake army in southeast England, led by General George S.S. Patton. This decoy force was designed to mislead the Germans into believing that the Allies were planning a major invasion through the Pas-de-Calais region in France. Enigma decrypts from Bletchley Park were crucial for the success of this deception. By feeding the Germans false information about troop movements and strategies, the Allies could control the narrative and keep their real plans secret. With Bevan's strategic planning and the code-breaking expertise at Bletchley Park, Operation Fortitude successfully diverted German forces away from Normandy. This allowed the Allied invasion of France to proceed with less resistance, significantly impacting the course of World War II. The practical application of Bletchley Park's code-breaking in a major deception operation like Fortitude underscores the immense value of their work. Their contributions not only deciphered secrets, but also shaped strategic outcomes on the battlefield. The next morning, a local fisherman named José Balseda discovered the body. He alerted the authorities, who found the briefcase with the false documents. The deception was a significant factor in the success of Operation Husky, demonstrating the creative and unconventional methods used by Bletchley Park's intelligence teams to fool the enemy. During World War II, the German armed forces used a machine called Enigma to encode their messages. They believed it was unbreakable, so stay. The Allies' Bletchley Park code-breaking team, led by Alan Turing, cracked the Enigma codes using a machine called the Bombe. This breakthrough, known as ultra-intelligence, gave the Allies access to vital German communications throughout the war. The information gathered from Ultra was crucial in turning the tide of major battles, like Midway and Normandy. At Midway, the Allies used decrypted messages to anticipate Japanese movements, leading to a decisive victory. In the Atlantic campaign, Ultra revealed German U-boat positions, enabling Allied convoys to evade them and secure vital supplies. The Normandy invasion was also greatly aided by Ultra, as decrypted messages provided insights into German defences and strategies. Overall, the decryption of German codes shortened the war by an estimated 2 to 4 years. The strategic advantage gained from Ultra was profound and played a pivotal role in the Allied victory. Before Alan Turing's innovations at Bletchley Park, the Germans believed their Enigma codes were unbreakable. The key to cracking this seemingly insurmountable puzzle lies with a group of experts who laid the groundwork: Polish codebreakers. In the early 1930s, a trio of brilliant Polish cryptographers, Jerzy Rosiecki, Henryk Zygalski, and Marian Brzezowski, managed to decipher the Enigma machine's secrets. They were the first to break into the seemingly unbreakable code. The Poles shared their findings with French and British intelligence agencies before World War II began. Their early collaboration set the stage for the critical work that would later unfold at Bletchley Park. When war broke out in 1939, Marian Rejewski and other Polish mathematicians found their way to Bletchley Park. They integrated seamlessly into the British code-breaking efforts, bringing with them a wealth of knowledge and experience. Rejewski and his colleagues worked tirelessly, refining their techniques and passing on their knowledge to new recruits. Their contributions were instrumental in laying the groundwork for Alan Turing's later innovations. As Turing built upon their foundational work, he developed new methods and machines that further accelerated the code-breaking process. Together, these international efforts formed a formidable alliance against German encryption. Without the Polish codebreakers' early successes and their subsequent collaboration with British intelligence, the Allies might have been significantly hindered in their fight against the Axis powers. This international cooperation underscored the importance of collective expertise and shared knowledge in overcoming monumental challenges during wartime. This alliance set the stage for a remarkable story of international collaboration that played a pivotal role in the Allied victory. The Bombe was developed by Alan Turing and his team of cryptologists. It worked on the principle of trying every possible combination of the Enigma machine's rotors until it found the correct setting that could decrypt the intercepted messages. This electromechanical device was capable of testing over 200 combinations per minute, making it far more efficient than manual methods. Its operational speed dramatically increased the rate at which codebreakers could analyze encrypted messages. During World War II, the Bombe was refined and improved upon by the team at Bletchley Park. The final version of the machine significantly reduced the time needed to break Enigma codes. The development timeline for the Bombe spanned crucial months during the war, with each iteration bringing significant advances in decryption efficiency. This technological leap transformed the scale of intelligence gathering operations. Turing's inventions, including the Bombe, played a pivotal role in turning the tide of World War II. The accelerated decryption of German messages allowed Allied forces to anticipate enemy strategies and react more swiftly on the battlefield. In essence, Turing's technological breakthrough transformed a painstaking process into a manageable task, providing invaluable intelligence at a critical time. His ingenuity ensured that the Allies could stay one step ahead of the Axis powers. As you can imagine, this technological leap was a game-changer in the war effort. It allowed codebreakers to sift through vast amounts of encrypted data with unprecedented speed and accuracy. The story of Bletchley Park's code-breaking operations is a testament to human ingenuity and the power of collaboration in times of crisis. Turing's Bombe stands as a monument to those efforts. With the ability to decrypt Enigma codes more efficiently, the Allies gained an invaluable edge in the war, ultimately contributing to their victory. The legacy of Turing's work endures as a symbol of human achievement and resilience. Beyond the Enigma code, there was another German system that perplexed Allied codebreakers, the Lorenz Cipher, also known as Tunny. This coding machine was designed for high-level communications between the German High Command and its military leaders. The Lorenz Cipher used a complex, 12-wheeled system that encrypted messages with remarkable efficiency. Unlike Enigma's 3-wheel mechanism, Tunny employed multiple wheels to create an exceptionally intricate code. Capturing a Lorenz Cipher machine intact was nearly impossible for the Allies, but they managed to acquire crucial fragments of one from a downed German aircraft in May 1942. These pieces provided Bletchley Park's codebreakers with valuable insights into the machine's workings, but they still had a long way to go before they could fully understand and decrypt Tunny. Through painstaking cryptanalysis and the use of captured materials, the team at Bletchley Park managed to break through the complexities of Tunny's 12-wheeled system. The breaking of Tunny demonstrated the versatility and breadth of Bletchley Park's code-breaking capabilities, showcasing their prowess beyond the Enigma machine. With this newfound capability, the Allies gained even more valuable intelligence from high-level German communications, further enhancing their advantage in the war. This triumph underscored the relentless determination and intellectual prowess of Alan Turing and his colleagues at Bletchley Park, who continually pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in code-breaking. The legacy of their work endures as a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, proving that even the most intricate codes could eventually be unraveled. By mid-1942, the Battle of Cape Matapan had become a crucial turning point in the Mediterranean. This was not just any battle. It marked a significant shift in naval power, thanks to ultra-intelligence decrypted at Bletchley Park. The British Admiralty had intercepted messages revealing the Italian fleet's plan to ambush a convoy carrying vital supplies to Malta. Alan Turing and his team had deciphered these messages using the Enigma codebreaker, providing invaluable insights into the Italians' movements. With this intelligence, Admiral Cunningham was able to reposition his fleet, setting up an ambush that caught the Italian Navy off guard and leading to a decisive victory. This strategic win secured British supply lines and weakened Italy's naval strength, contributing significantly to the Allied success in North Africa. Another notable example of ultra-intelligence's impact was during Operation Drumbeat, also known as the Second Happy Time, where German U-boats wreaked havoc on Allied convoys in the Atlantic. Decrypted messages revealed the specific tactics and locations of these deadly submarine attacks, enabling the Allies to implement countermeasures that eventually turned the tide of this critical battle. Perhaps the most famous instance was the Normandy invasion in 1944, where ultra-intelligence provided real-time updates on German troop movements and defensive positions. These insights allowed the Allies to make strategic adjustments mid-battle, enhancing their chances of success and ultimately altering the course of World War II. Without the tireless work of Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park, many of these crucial victories would have been far more challenging to achieve. Beyond the hallowed halls of Bletchley Park, where Alan Turing and his team tirelessly cracked German codes, lay a grander strategy, Operation Bodyguard. This was no mere battle plan, but a sprawling web of deception designed to confound Hitler's forces. While Turing and his colleagues deciphered the Enigma machine's secrets, other Allied strategists spun a tapestry of falsehoods. Operation Fortitude North, for example, suggested a massive build-up of troops in Scotland, a bluff intended to divert German attention from the actual landing sites in Normandy. Meanwhile, Operation Fortitude South painted a picture of an imminent invasion of the Pas-de-Calais region in France. The decrypted intelligence from Bletchley Park, codenamed Ultra, played a crucial role in these deceptions. By feeding false information into German intelligence channels and intercepting the decoded messages at Bletchley Park, the Allies could monitor how their enemies responded. This allowed them to fine-tune the deceptions in real time, ensuring that Hitler's forces remained off balance and confused. The integration of ultra-intelligence with these elaborate deceptions demonstrates how the tireless work at Bletchley Park was not just a tactical advantage, but a strategic cornerstone. In this intricate dance of warfare, the clandestine operations at Bletchley Park served as the silent conductor, orchestrating a symphony of confusion that resonated across enemy lines. In the vast expanse of World War II, as the silent orchestra at Bletchley Park composed their complex symphony of deception, the Germans were not idle. They sensed a shadow behind their encrypted communications, a whisper that their unbreakable Enigma code had been compromised. Responding to this perceived threat, the Germans began implementing a series of countermeasures designed to thwart Allied cryptographers. They changed their Enigma settings more frequently, aiming to stay one step ahead of the codebreakers. Using advanced mathematical techniques and the pioneering electromechanical computing machine called Colossus, they adapted their methods to keep pace with these shifting codes. The battle of wits continued, each side testing the limits of their ingenuity. And so the cat-and-mouse game persisted, showcasing the dynamic nature of code-breaking efforts and the continuous evolution required by Turing and his team. As we delve deeper into their story, it becomes evident that the history of World War II is not merely a chronicle of battles and victories, but also an intricate tapestry of intellectual prowess and strategic ingenuity. Their story serves as a testament to the unyielding spirit of human ingenuity in the face of insurmountable challenges. In the dense forests of Normandy, France, a small group of Allied soldiers prepared for one of history's most pivotal moments. Their mission was to provide critical intelligence gathered from Bletchley Park, England's secret code-breaking site. Alan Turing and his team of cryptologists had spent years decoding Germany's Enigma machine, a cipher deemed unbreakable. Their work at Bletchley Park, known as the Ultra Intelligence Project, had yielded crucial insights into German strategies. One of their most significant discoveries was the timing of the German invasion of Sicily in July 1943. This information allowed the Allies to plan Operation Husky effectively, ensuring its success. But Bletchley Park's impact extended far beyond Sicily. As the Allies prepared for the invasion of Normandy, codebreakers at Bletchley Park provided invaluable insights. They revealed German plans to reinforce their defences along the Normandy coastline, helping Allied commanders select optimal landing sites. The timing of the invasion was also influenced by Ultra's intelligence. By understanding German strategies and responses, the Allies could anticipate and counteract their moves during D-Day. The meticulous work of Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park ensured that the Allies were not only prepared, but also one step ahead. As dawn broke on June 6, 1944, the Allied forces landed with a plan bolstered by Bletchley Park's invaluable intelligence. The direct application of decrypted messages to critical military operations illustrates the pivotal role played by Bletchley Park's codebreakers. In the early years of World War II, the Battle of the Atlantic raged with particular ferocity. German U-boats prowled the seas, targeting Allied shipping routes and supply lines, threatening the very lifeline that sustained the war effort. The ability to intercept and decipher German communications became crucial for the Allies, offering a rare advantage in this brutal theatre of war. At Bletchley Park, the Ultra-Intelligence project was in full swing. The Codebreakers, led by Alan Turing and his team, worked tirelessly to crack the seemingly unbreakable Enigma codes used by the Germans. Their successes were remarkable. By 1942, the Bletchley Park team had managed to decrypt a significant portion of German naval communications. These decrypted messages, dubbed ultra-intelligence, provided invaluable insights into the movements and plans of the U-boats. Allied commanders could now identify and track U-boat positions with unprecedented precision, allowing them to disrupt German supply lines and protect crucial convoys. The Battle of the Atlantic hinged on this advantage. Without ultra-intelligence, the Allies would have faced far greater challenges in safeguarding their vital supplies and troops. The work at Bletchley Park was akin to solving an intricate puzzle, where each decrypted message held the potential to change the course of the war. The strategic importance of decrypted messages extended far beyond land operations, highlighting the pivotal role played by Bletchley Park's codebreakers. Their efforts not only helped turn the tide in the Atlantic, but also laid the foundation for future cryptographic advancements, echoing through history as a testament to human ingenuity. The heart of Bletchley Park's operations during World War II was the enigmatic Hut 6, a specialized section dedicated to breaking German codes. This secretive hub was home to some of Britain's most brilliant minds in cryptography, including Peter Twin and Hugh Alexander. Twin and Alexander played crucial roles in the relentless pursuit to decipher the seemingly uncrackable Enigma codes. The Enigma machine, with its rotating wheels and complex cipher systems, was thought to be invincible by both German intelligence and Allied forces alike. Yet, the team at Hut 6 was undeterred. They worked tirelessly, day and night, poring over intercepted messages to find any pattern or flaw in the codes. Peter Twin, known for his meticulous approach, was often found scribbling potential settings and patterns on scraps of paper. His keen eye could spot the slightest anomaly in the code, providing a crucial piece to the puzzle. Meanwhile, Hugh Alexander's mathematical brilliance was instrumental in developing techniques to systematically test and eliminate possibilities. With their combined expertise, Twin and Alexander could often predict the settings of the Enigma machine before it was even changed by the Germans. This teamwork, along with the contributions of other talented codebreakers in Hut 6, allowed them to stay one step ahead of the German cryptographers. The work done in Hut 6 at Bletchley Park allowed the Allies to tap into a wealth of intelligence known as Ultra. This secret information was crucial for planning and executing bombing campaigns against Germany. One of the significant impacts of Ultra was its ability to identify key industrial targets within Germany. By deciphering communications about strategic locations, Allied bombers could precisely target factories and communication networks that were vital to the German war effort. For instance, Ultra Intelligence provided detailed information about the location of German munitions factories. This enabled Allied bombers to launch targeted strikes that could disrupt the production and distribution of weapons and ammunition, significantly weakening Germany's capacity to wage war. The impact of Ultra on Allied bombing campaigns cannot be overstated. By providing accurate and timely intelligence, it enabled military operations that were far more effective than they would have been without this critical information. At Bletchley Park, the tireless work of Turing and his team ensured that the Allies stayed one step ahead in their battle against the German forces. The decrypted codes had practical applications that significantly aided military operations, demonstrating the immense value of intelligence work in shaping the outcome of the war. As the war effort intensified, so did the need for swift and accurate decoding of German messages. This urgency led to the creation of a groundbreaking tool, the Colossus computer. The Colossus was developed by Tommy Flowers, an engineer at Bletchley Park. Unlike previous machines, it was specifically designed to decipher the Lorenz cipher messages, known as Tunny, which were crucial for coordinating German military operations. Flowers' machine could read through 5 paper tapes per second, searching for patterns that would reveal the settings of the Lorenz cipher wheels. This breakthrough significantly reduced the time it took to decode intercepted messages. The Colossus was a technological marvel, employing 2,400 vacuum tubes and running on 15 kilowatts of power. Despite its size and complexity, it proved to be remarkably reliable. The intelligence gained from these decoded messages was invaluable. It provided insights into German strategies, troop movements, and even the locations of U-boat fleets. The Colossus marked a turning point in technological history, paving the way for modern computing and demonstrating the power of innovation under pressure. This advancement illustrated how the urgent needs of warfare drove cutting-edge technological developments that ultimately shaped history. As the Colossus read messages with unprecedented speed and accuracy, it underscored the pivotal role of Bletchley Park's codebreakers in the war effort. Their work not only changed the course of World War II, but also laid the foundation for future advances in communication and intelligence. Bletchley Park's code-breaking efforts didn't just rely on the ingenuity of men like Alan Turing. It was a collective genius, including many women who played crucial roles. Meet Joan Clark, one of the most brilliant minds at Bletchley Park. A math prodigy, she was recruited to work on breaking German codes. Clark's exceptional talent was immediately recognized. She quickly became a vital member of the team working on the Enigma machine codes. Despite her contributions, Clark initially faced gender barriers. Women were often relegated to less challenging tasks, while men took the lead roles in codebreaking. But Clark's brilliance couldn't be ignored for long. Her work was so valuable that it soon became clear she needed to be involved in the most challenging tasks. Another key figure was Mavis Lever. She started as a typist, but quickly showed her aptitude for codebreaking. Lever's role expanded beyond just typing out intercepted messages. Her keen eye and analytical skills made her indispensable to the codebreaking team. These women weren't just supporting actors, they were instrumental in cracking codes that the Germans thought were unbreakable. Their work was pivotal in turning the tide of World War II, demonstrating that genius isn't gender-specific. Bletchley Park's success wasn't just due to a handful of men, but also the collective effort of women like Clark and Lever, who overcame barriers to make significant contributions. This breadth of talent at Bletchley Park highlights the inclusive nature of genius that was crucial in winning World War II. The SOE was tasked with conducting sabotage and intelligence gathering behind enemy lines. Bletchley Park's codebreakers provided invaluable ultra-intelligence to assist in planning and executing these operations. By decoding German communications, the team at Bletchley Park could uncover vital information about enemy movements and strategies. This intelligence was then relayed to the SOE, enhancing their ability to carry out precise and effective missions. One of the most significant contributions was the supply of weapons and equipment to resistance groups across Europe. With ultra-intelligence, the SOE could coordinate these deliveries with remarkable precision. Moreover, Bletchley Park's work extended to communication support for resistance fighters. By intercepting and decoding enemy transmissions, they could provide crucial information on how to maintain secure communications within occupied territories. This collaboration between Bletchley Park and the SOE demonstrated that the codebreakers' impact stretched far beyond traditional military intelligence. Their work was integral in supporting secret operations that played a significant role in the overall war effort. At Bletchley Park, the Allies were not just cracking codes, they were deciphering the mind of their enemy. While much attention has been focused on Europe, it's important to understand how ultra-intelligence influenced naval battles in the Pacific. The Pacific Theater was a vast and complex arena where understanding Japanese signals became crucial. Bletchley Park was instrumental in this regard, particularly with its Hut 6 dedicated to breaking Enigma codes. But the Allies' success at Midway illustrates the true impact of ultra-intelligence. The Japanese Navy planned to lure the US. fleet into a trap, but thanks to decoded messages, the Americans knew their opponent's plans. Imagine the surprise on the Japanese side when instead of walking into an ambush, they found themselves under attack. The Battle of Midway was a decisive victory for the Allies, and it was largely due to the insights provided by Bletchley Park's Codebreakers. The story of ultra-intelligence in the Pacific doesn't end there. The Philippines campaign saw another instance where decoded signals gave the Allies a strategic advantage. By understanding Japanese intentions and movements, the Allies could plan accordingly. Think of it like having an invisible ally on the battlefield. The Codebreakers at Bletchley Park were providing vital intelligence that allowed the Allies to stay one step ahead of the Axis powers. The global reach and strategic value of Bletchley Park's work are evident in these pivotal naval engagements. Their contributions went beyond the traditional scope of military intelligence, affecting critical battles across continents. It's a testament to how their work stretched far and wide, influencing the tide of war in both Europe and the Pacific. And as we delve deeper, you'll see that the story of Bletchley Park's Codebreakers is not just about cracking codes, but also about shaping history itself. As the tide of war swept across Europe and the Pacific, a quiet revolution was taking place in a nondescript English village called Bletchley Park. Here, an eclectic group of mathematicians, linguists, and chess champions gathered to tackle what seemed like an impossible task, cracking the seemingly unbreakable German Enigma codes. But the challenge facing Turing and his team wasn't merely technical, it required a deep understanding of their adversaries. To crack these codes, the Codebreakers at Bletchley Park didn't just rely on mathematical prowess, they also studied German military psychology and operational habits. For example, they discovered that German operators often began their day by setting their Enigma machines to a specific default code before sending messages. By predicting these common settings, the Codebreakers could start deciphering messages more quickly. They also studied the common phrases and coded language used by German operators to send messages. By understanding these patterns, the Codebreakers could piece together parts of the puzzle that might otherwise have remained elusive. This multidisciplinary approach, combining mathematical genius with a deep psychological understanding of the enemy, was crucial to their success. It wasn't just technical prowess that won the day, it was a holistic understanding of their adversaries. The decoding efforts at Bletchley Park, spearheaded by Alan Turing and his team, were not confined to the battlefields of Europe alone. They extended into the race for atomic supremacy, a contest that would dramatically alter the course of history. Codenamed Ultra, the intelligence gathered from intercepted German communications revealed crucial insights into their nuclear research. This included details of the Unraveling, the Uranium Club, a secret society dedicated to harnessing atomic power. The Codebreakers at Bletchley Park diligently monitored these communications, deciphering the cryptic language of scientists engaged in cutting-edge research. This intelligence was vital because the Allies were racing against time to develop their own atomic weapons as part of the Manhattan Project. The intercepted communications provided a window into the German nuclear program's progress and challenges, helping the Allies gauge their own efforts more effectively. The work of Bletchley Park's Codebreakers thus played a pivotal role in the larger strategy of the Allies. Their ability to crack the German codes enabled the Allies to stay one step ahead in the race for atomic supremacy. This far-reaching influence of Bletchley Park's work demonstrated how code-breaking efforts indirectly contributed to the end of the war and a new era of atomic power. The legacy of Bletchley Park extends beyond the battlefields and into the laboratories where history's most powerful weapons were forged. In the grand tapestry of World War II, the unsung heroes of Bletchley Park wove a thread that not only deciphered enemy communications, but also helped shape the future of global power dynamics. The grand tapestry of World War II has many threads, one of the most intriguing being the cryptographic efforts at Bletchley Park. It's here that Alan Turing and his team would employ innovative statistical methods to crack seemingly unbreakable German codes. One key technique they used was Bombeismus, a method devised by Turing himself. This approach involved using statistical analysis to evaluate the settings of the Enigma machine. Turing's innovation allowed them to predict, with high accuracy, which settings were most likely being used by the Germans. The insights gleaned from these statistical tests significantly narrowed down the possible settings for the machine. Statistical analysis also played a crucial role in refining code-breaking efforts to IJ, good statistical tests. These tests helped identify repeating patterns that would otherwise be nearly impossible to detect by human analysis alone. By applying these advanced mathematical techniques, the codebreakers at Bletchley Park could sift through the vast number of possible settings more efficiently. This statistical approach, combined with other cryptographic methods, was instrumental in finally cracking the Enigma code. In the end, it was advanced mathematical techniques and rigorous statistical analysis that helped turn the tide of World War II. This demonstrates how the power of statistics can revolutionize even the most complex and high-stakes endeavors. In the quiet halls of Bletchley Park, a revolution in communication analysis was underway during World War II. The brains behind this breakthrough were the Codebreakers led by Alan Turing. Their approach to deciphering seemingly unbreakable German codes relied not just on mathematical genius, but also on an intricate understanding of enemy communication habits. At the heart of this strategy was a field known as traffic analysis. It involved studying the patterns and habits of enemy radio transmissions to predict their intentions. One of the key players in this effort was Edward Travis and his team at the Government Code and Cipher School. They meticulously analysed German radio procedures, identifying frequencies and transmission timings that revealed crucial insights. For instance, understanding the specific radio signals used for troop movements versus those for everyday communications helped in isolating key messages. These patterns allowed the codebreakers to anticipate enemy actions and focus their deciphering efforts where it mattered most. The contributions of Travis's team were invaluable, as their work significantly reduced the time and resources needed to crack codes. A classic example is the Battle of Matapan in 1941, where traffic analysis tipped off the British Navy about an impending Italian naval attack. By detecting unusual radio activity, they were able to intercept and decode critical messages, leading to a decisive victory. Such instances demonstrate the power of understanding enemy communication habits in the art of codebreaking. In the quiet rooms of Bletchley Park, the hum of machines was often punctuated by the silent victory of a code broken. And as the war continued, so did the vital role of traffic analysis in shaping strategic decisions. To crack the seemingly unbreakable German codes during World War II, Bletchley Park's codebreakers relied on a crucial tool called cribs. A crib is essentially an educated guess or a known text fragment that can aid in decoding encrypted messages. At Bletchley Park, codebreakers like Alan Turing would use these cribs to break into the encrypted communications sent by German forces. For instance, they might have a hunch that a message contains the phrase "Heil Hitler" or a specific date and time. Using this known fragment, they could start deciphering the message. The methodology behind using cribs involved integrating these fragments into the statistical methods employed to break the codes. By combining known text with statistical analysis, codebreakers could make significant headway into decrypting crucial messages. One notable instance where cribs proved pivotal was during the Battle of Matapan in 1941, where a deciphered message provided vital intelligence that turned the tide for the Allies. The use of cribs was not just a lucky guess, it was a meticulous combination of educated assumptions and rigorous statistical analysis that made Bletchley Park's code-breaking efforts so effective. It illustrated how even small, seemingly insignificant bits of information could unlock the secrets hidden within the complex German codes. Ultimately, these educated guesses and known text fragments were instrumental in aiding the Allies to stay one step ahead during some of the war's most critical moments. At Bletchley Park, the task of deciphering German codes was as much about understanding the human mind as it was about breaking complex sequences. The German operators had cognitive biases that could be exploited. For instance, They often reused settings from the previous day, thinking no one would notice. This predictable pattern helped Turing's team narrow down potential code settings. Psychological profiling of the German operators also played a crucial role. Understanding their habits and routines allowed the codebreakers to anticipate changes in the codes. Notable psychologists like Ronald Forbes Leslie contributed significantly to these efforts. His insights into human behavior helped refine the process of predicting enemy strategies and tactics. By integrating psychological principles, Turing's team was able to identify and exploit weaknesses in the seemingly unbreakable codes. This blend of technological prowess and psychological insight proved pivotal in turning the tide of the war. Their success underscores how understanding human behavior can be as powerful a tool as any machine or algorithm. At Bletchley Park, psychology was not just an auxiliary science, but an essential part of the code-breaking arsenal. Alan Turing, one of the key figures at Bletchley Park, was a mathematician who developed groundbreaking techniques to tackle Enigma's complexity. Turing and his team used principles of combinatorial analysis and probability theory to systematically narrow down the vast number of possible settings on Enigma machines. Max Neumann, another mathematician at Bletchley Park, was instrumental in adapting these mathematical principles to help crack the German codes. Their work was painstaking and often involved trial and error, but their rigorous intellectual approaches were key to breaking through the layers of Enigma's encryption. Imagine sorting through an enormous pile of shuffled playing cards to find a specific sequence. This was the challenge faced by codebreakers at Bletchley Park. Except with Enigma, they didn't know what the sequence was. They had to guess and test each possibility using statistical methods. This was no ordinary puzzle-solving endeavor. The fate of the war often hinged on their ability to decipher these messages quickly and accurately. Despite the overwhelming odds, Turing and his team managed to crack the Enigma codes, making significant contributions to the Allied victory. Their success underscores how critical mathematical principles were in overcoming what seemed like an insurmountable obstacle, demonstrating the true power of human ingenuity. Bletchley Park's accomplishments wouldn't have been possible without the meticulous application of mathematics. As Bletchley Park's codebreakers meticulously applied mathematics to decode German messages, they faced another formidable challenge, cracking the Lorenz cipher, codenamed Tunny. Unlike Enigma, which was used for lower-level communications, Tunny encrypted high-level strategic messages between Hitler and his commanders. The sheer complexity of Tunny made it seem unbreakable. Enter Alan Turing's mechanical marvels, the Bombe machines. These electromechanical devices, initially designed to break Enigma codes, were adapted to tackle Tunny with remarkable versatility. Each Bombe consisted of a complex array of rotors and wiring that replicated the mechanical workings of Lorenz machines. By simulating potential settings, these machines could test thousands of combinations per second, dramatically accelerating the decryption process. The impact of Turing's inventions on Allied intelligence gathering was immense. With Bombe machines decoding Tunny messages, British and American forces gained critical insights into German strategy and troop movements. This intelligence played a pivotal role in the planning and execution of numerous operations during World War II. The story of the Bombe machines underscores Turing's enduring legacy. His inventions, initially designed for a specific purpose, proved versatile and adaptable to new challenges. The success of these mechanical marvels in cracking Tunny highlights the ingenuity and determination of those at Bletchley Park, led by Turing, who tirelessly worked to decode seemingly unbreakable ciphers. Their efforts not only deciphered enemy communications, but also provided invaluable intelligence that shaped the course of the war. As we delve deeper into Bletchley Park's achievements, the versatility and continued relevance of Turing's inventions become increasingly evident. As we delve deeper into Bletchley Park's achievements, the versatility and continued relevance of Turing's inventions become increasingly evident. The story of these mechanical marvels is a testament to Turing's genius and the indomitable spirit of Bletchley Park's codebreakers, who tackled the seemingly unbreakable with ingenuity and persistence. The Battle of Normandy, a turning point in World War II, was more than just a skirmish on the beaches of France. It was a complex operation orchestrated by the Allies to weaken Germany's hold on Europe. Bletchley Park, a secret hub of codebreakers led by Alan Turing, was where these messages were intercepted and decoded. One crucial instance involved the German Navy's Enigma code, thought to be unbreakable. But Turing and his team persevered, using their Colossus machine to decipher the code. Their breakthroughs allowed the Allies to anticipate German naval movements and strategically position their forces. On D-Day itself, the Allies intercepted a message revealing German intentions to reinforce their troops at Sword Beach. Thanks to ultra-intelligence, Allied commanders redirected their forces, preventing a potential German counterattack. This strategic maneuver exemplifies the tangible impact of Bletchley Park's code-breaking efforts on the battlefield. The Battle of Normandy would have unfolded very differently without the intelligence gleaned from those decrypted messages. In this pivotal moment, the ingenuity of Turing and his fellow codebreakers at Bletchley Park truly came to life. The Abwehr Enigma's rotor configuration allowed for an astounding 59 quintillion possible settings, compared to the standard Enigma machine's mere 59 trillion. This exponential increase in complexity made it a nightmare for cryptographers. But Turing and his team were undaunted. They adapted their techniques to target the Abwehr Enigma using advanced statistical methods and sophisticated coding strategies to gradually whittle down the vast number of possible settings. One crucial breakthrough came when they discovered that some German spies were prone to repeating certain patterns in their messages. This predictability provided a vital chink in the armor of the seemingly unbreakable code. Turing developed algorithms that could detect these recurring patterns and use them to deduce parts of the code settings. This ingenious approach significantly narrowed down the scope of their work, making the seemingly impossible task more manageable. Despite the immense challenges posed by the Abwehr Enigma, Turing and his fellow codebreakers persevered with remarkable determination and ingenuity. Their efforts not only deciphered crucial intelligence, but also underscored the evolving nature of codebreaking, constantly adapting to new obstacles. Their victory over the Abwehr Enigma highlighted the relentless evolution of warfare in the 20th century, where every technological advance was met with an equally ingenious countermeasure. The integration of ultra-intelligence from Bletchley Park into broader Allied deception strategies proved decisive. But how did they do it? Bletchley Park's codebreakers, led by the brilliant mathematician Alan Turing, faced an uphill battle against seemingly unbreakable German codes. At the heart of their efforts was a technique called Cryptanalysis, the science and art of deciphering secret messages. To crack the complex Enigma codes, Turing and his team employed frequency analysis and pattern recognition methods that were as much an art as a science. First, they intercepted encrypted messages, often from German U-boats patrolling the Atlantic. Each message was a puzzle waiting to be solved. By studying the frequency of different letters or symbols in these intercepts, they could begin to unravel the encryption. This approach was particularly effective because human language follows predictable patterns and frequencies. For example, in English, the letter E is far more common than Q's. But the Enigma machine introduced another layer of complexity. It could encode a message twice over, once by the machine itself and again by the operator. By applying these advanced techniques and leveraging the power of modern machinery, they managed to break the seemingly unbreakable codes. With the Enigma codes cracked, the Allied forces could anticipate and counter German strategies with remarkable precision. This intelligence proved invaluable in the Allied strategy and tactics during the war, with specific examples highlighting its direct impact. During the Battle of Kursk in 1943, for instance, decoded messages revealed German troop movements and supply lines, allowing the Allies to counter their strategies with remarkable precision. The information gained from decoding Enigma allowed the Allies to anticipate and respond to German tactics more effectively than ever before. Decoded messages enabled the Allies to avoid German defensive strongholds and concentrate their efforts where it mattered most. The practical application of this intelligence in winning critical battles cannot be overstated, underscoring the significance of Turing's work and Bletchley Park's contributions. With real-time intelligence from decoded messages, the Allied forces could adapt their strategies dynamically, turning the tide in their favour. Under the codename Operation Cockade, the British intelligence service devised a strategy to mislead German forces about Allied invasion plans. In addition to the fake invasion plans, love letters from a supposed fiancée named Pam were included with the documents. These details added authenticity to the deception and helped sell the story of an Allied officer carrying sensitive information. To further enhance the illusion, radio traffic was created by Bletchley Park, simulating communication between Allied forces discussing the supposed invasion plans. The Germans, who had intercepted and deciphered these messages, were led to believe that Sicily was not the primary target of the Allied invasion. This strategic use of code-breaking intelligence played a crucial role in deceiving the enemy and contributing to the success of Operation Husky. In the midst of World War II, Bletchley Park's codebreakers were instrumental in more than just deciphering German messages. One of their most critical tasks was supporting Operation Quicksilver, a daring deception plan aimed at misleading the Germans about Allied invasion plans. The objective of Operation Quicksilver was to convince the German High Command that the primary target for the Allied invasion was not Sicily, but rather Norway and northern France. To achieve this deception, the Allies created a series of fake plans and false intelligence that suggested a massive buildup of forces in Scotland. Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park worked tirelessly to decipher these codes, ensuring that the Allies had a clear picture of German intelligence's perception of their plans. The continuous flow of decoded messages from Bletchley Park allowed the Allies to monitor and adapt their deception efforts in real time. The Germans, believing the false intelligence, diverted significant resources away from Sicily and towards Norway and northern France. As the war progressed, the codebreakers at Bletchley Park continued to support various deception operations, each building on the lessons learned from their predecessors. Their work was a testament to the power of intelligence in warfare and the unyielding determination of those who sought to turn the tide against tyranny. The efforts at Bletchley Park didn't just decipher German messages, they fed false information to the enemy through a system known as the double-cross system. This intricate deception operation involved key figures such as Juan Pujol Garcia, codenamed Garbo, and Roman Chernyavsky, known as Tricycle. Bletchley Park's ultra-intelligence, gathered from breaking German codes, was crucial in making these double agents appear credible. The Germans believed they had agents feeding them genuine secrets. Garbo, for instance, provided seemingly authentic details about Allied troop movements and military strategies. He even invented a vast network of sub-agents to bolster his credibility. Meanwhile, Tricycle fed the Germans with crucial but false information about the 1944 D-Day landings in Normandy. He claimed that the Allies planned to invade Calais instead of Normandy. Bletchley Park played a pivotal role in this deception by ensuring the double agent's messages were believable yet misleading. This integration of code-breaking and deception efforts had a profound impact on German military decisions. The Allies' deception convinced the Germans to bolster their defences in Calais rather than Normandy. Their work was a potent reminder that in the game of war, knowing your enemy's moves is as crucial as making them believe you are someone else. As the tide of the war began to turn in favour of the Allies, it became clear that the intelligence gathered at Bletchley Park had not only broken codes, but also shattered illusions. Their contributions were a cornerstone of the Allies' strategy, proving that true power in warfare comes from knowing not just what is real, but also what can be made to seem so. During World War II, a pivotal component of the German communication network was the Abwehr Enigma machine. Unlike other encryption devices, this one was considered unbreakable. The codebreakers at Bletchley Park faced an unprecedented challenge with the Abwehr Enigma due to its sophisticated encryption methods. The machine featured a set of rotating disks that could be adjusted daily, making each day's cipher unique and incredibly complex. Adding to the complexity was a plugboard system that could scramble letters even further before encryption began. The Codebreakers, led by Alan Turing, had to decipher a new set of ciphers each day, a task that would test the limits of human ingenuity and machine power. Despite these challenges, Turing's innovative approach to cryptanalysis involved using electromechanical machines known as bombes. These machines could test a large number of possible cipher settings simultaneously, significantly increasing the chances of cracking the code. The use of bombes, along with Turing's groundbreaking mathematical models, eventually led to the breaking of the Abwehr Enigma. This triumph showcased the extraordinary skill and innovative spirit required by Turing and his team to continue breaking German codes throughout the war. Beyond the walls of Bletchley Park, the impact of ultra-intelligence was far-reaching. The deciphered German messages weren't just used for military communications, they became a lifeline for Allied spies working deep within enemy territory. One such example is the Cicero spy ring, a group of Swiss spies led by Eliezer Basner who managed to transmit crucial intelligence about German military operations directly to the Allies. Basner worked as a valet for the German ambassador to Turkey and had access to highly sensitive information. With ultra-intelligence guiding them, Allied operatives were able to decipher Basner's messages quickly, ensuring that the intelligence was acted upon promptly. This was not an isolated case. Ultra-intelligence helped numerous spies evade detection and transmit vital information back to the Allies. In essence, ultra-intelligence wasn't just about breaking codes, it was about keeping spies safe and ensuring that every piece of information they gathered could be used effectively to shape Allied strategy. It was a silent partner in every aspect of Allied strategy, from planning military operations to guiding the actions of spies on the ground. Without it, many of the Allied operations that turned the tide of the war might have faltered. Thus, the Codebreakers at Bletchley Park, led by Alan Turing, not only deciphered seemingly unbreakable codes, but also played a pivotal role in shaping the course of the war.